Hey guys, welcome to my channel and also welcome to my kitchen again. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks for making our cooking more efficient and fast as well as healthy. There are some days when you're just lazy and you don't want to get out of bed, or you want to just make something really quickly because you need to go somewhere, and at the same time you don't want to make something unhealthy. So I'm going to show you how I make my food. I also took inspiration from Chef Sanjot Kheer, who I see on YouTube regularly, and I saw one of his recipes on one pot rajma, which also led me to think that I could make other dishes in a similar way. So let's take a look at what I'm going to make today and how I'm going to make it. So here are two main dishes that I'm going to make today, which is a one pot lobia. I've just soaked this lobia for about 3 to 4 hours, and that's all it requires. So it's a really quick one. And then I have chopped capsicum. So again, having vegetables chopped beforehand always helps when it comes to cooking. So if you're doing like a meal prep, then chop your vegetables on one day, or if you have help, then maybe they can help you chop the vegetables and keep. Of course, I have my standard masala, which is the Indian. And yeah, so I have also chopped tomato, onion, garlic. And again, garlic is optional, onion is optional. I have also made this recipe without onion, garlic, and just put tomatoes, but if you want you can add onion, garlic. And again, I've chopped them really huge, and I've not sliced them really small, because again, this is a lazy one pot dish. So again, I'm going to make it really simple. So I have my pressure cooker here to make the lobia. I have the kadai to make my capsicum sabzi. So first we will start with the lobia. So first I will add a little drop of oil. So again, I'm going to make it like really easy. So I've just added like literally 3 drops of oil, and I'll turn on the gas now. This is another purchase that I made, which is like a stand on top of the gas stove to make a big burner into a small one, so that it doesn't burn your dishes that quickly. So yeah, once that's done, I'll start putting the jeera and a little bit of haldi. So the reason why I even put oil at all is because of the haldi, because you can only add haldi to some kind of fat. So that's the best way the body absorbs the haldi or turmeric. So that's why I've done that. And then I'm going to add the chopped garlic as well. And we're going to quickly stir fry this. The only thing with not using much oil is that you have to be really quick, because things can get burnt, but if you're quick enough, it will be fine. And you can always add water if you think that it's going to burn. So I really like adding the jeera powder, dhania powder, and the chili powder initially, because it helps to give a good aroma and also has a good flavor. So now I'm adding the onions, as you see, and it's going to burn, so I'm going to quickly add some water. And we're going to just saute this for a bit. While we let this disintegrate and cook for a little bit, and then we'll keep our tomatoes ready to put in the cooker. Now I'm going to add in the tomatoes and a little drop of water. Add a bit of salt. And give it a quick mix. Once it mixed it, I'm going to add the soaked lobia. Once you've done that, we can just add a little bit of water. but we have to ensure that there's not too much water, because otherwise there will be excess water when this dish gets completed after the pressure cooker. So we have to put just enough, because the tomato will also release water. So yeah, so now we can add a bit of salt and garam masala. So yeah, I've added the garam masala and salt, and that's it. Now we can let this cook. So we'll start with the capsicum sabji, and I've just added like 2 drops of oil, and we'll just add the jeera and a little bit of the haldi. I like to add jeera and haldi and these spices even to just simple stir fries, because I feel like they have their own nutrient benefits. So yeah. When I cook, I'm not all about aesthetics. I'm more about being functional, and even in my house, everything is about utility and function and being practical, because that's who I am. So yeah, you may see that, you know, I might be storing like food in like food containers with like lock and lock boxes, because I find that the most easiest, because you know, it's easy to stack up in the fridge and store it if you have leftovers, and you don't have to take out another dish and then you have to wash it. So it just makes it more messy and more inconvenient, and you're wasting water as well to wash so many dishes. So I always try to make food in the least number of dishes as possible. So yeah. Okay, now I'm going to add a bit of water and let this cook a bit. And we have the chopped capsicums ready. I'm going to pour it inside. And again, like, reusable plastic bags are really, plastic Ziploc bags are really useful when it comes to storing chopped vegetables. I don't throw them away. I at least use them for about like almost 10 times before I throw them away, unless it's, of course, it's very dirty. But I try to reuse plastic as much as possible. And also I find that it's easier and, you know, more convenient to store chopped vegetables in the fridge in plastic Ziplocs than boxes, because it takes too much of space. Especially in a city like Hong Kong, the kitchens are really tiny and we don't have that much space anywhere, and not in the fridge certainly. So because of that, I try to be really efficient with everything that I do in the kitchen. So now we'll just add a bit of water, and then I'll add salt. And again, a little bit of chili powder to top it up. Okay. Now we can let this cook. I just love the colors of capsicum. It's like so bright and beautiful, and that's probably why that's actually one of my most favorite vegetables, is actually capsicum. So while this is cooking, I'll just close it and let's wait for a few minutes for the whistles to come from here, and as well as for the capsicum to cook. The thing about cooking is I like to keep it mess free. So as you can see, there's no mess after all the cooking that we did today. This is almost done now. I'm letting it cook on open heat and not closing it, because now I think it's cooked enough. It just needs to evaporate a bit more of the water. And with the pressure cooker, I think it's almost done. There's still a bit of pressure coming through, so we'll just give it another 2 minutes and come back. It's adding a little bit of dry mango or amchur, and we will just mix this, and added a little bit of salt to adjust the taste, but this is done. So this is a simple capsicum stir fry, or rather boil fry, because we barely use any oil in it. I'm just adding a little bit of hing, just a pinch, not more than that. And the best part is, capsicum is such a versatile vegetable that you can use it in any way. Like, you want to make it Mexican, you just add some tomato and, you know, spices like Mexican spices, and it becomes a Mexican dish. If you want to make it Italian, you just pop this into your pasta as is. You will actually love it with all these Indian spices. And if you want to have it with roti, you can just add some paneer in it and just mix it up and just have it as is. So this is such a versatile dish that you can make and just keep inside, and you can have it across meals. You can just toss around some of these capsicum pieces into your meal, and you will have your fiber and nutrition and vitamin C, because capsicum is rich in vitamins. Our capsicum sabji is ready. And again, one more thing I missed was, if you want to make it Maharashtrian, then you can just add some besan and peanut powder to this same sabji, and you have it in a Maharashtrian style. So yeah, this is again my most favorite, most versatile capsicum. Now let's take a look at what happened to the lobia that we had kept inside. So I'm just opening it now actually, and look how it's beautifully disintegrated into a sabji, which we didn't even have to like mash or blend the tomato and onion, and it's just formed a nice dish by itself. So that's all we did. We just threw in everything and it was done. And now I'm just going to add some dhania or coriander. Again, like you saw, we barely used any oil in making this dish, and it actually smells so good. The aroma is so good, and you wouldn't even make out that we didn't use any oil. It does have a little bit of excess water, I can see that, but when you keep it in the fridge, then it does get a bit more thicker. Or if you're having it immediately, then maybe when you put it in the pressure cooker, you want to put less water, because again, like the tomato also gives out water, so overall it becomes a bit more than what you would like it. But if you're having it with rice, then this is perfect. So only if you're having it with roti or something like that, then you would want to have it a bit more thicker. So yeah. But otherwise, the lobia sabji is also done all together along with this capsicum sabji. So this was the one pot dish, and it was so simple to make. Now I'm just going to transfer it. Yeah, we have transferred it, and this is done and just ready to cool down, or you can have it immediately, whichever you prefer. So yeah, this is our 2 dishes that we made today that was almost oil free, and they were really quick and least effort. So yeah, do give these a try and let me know how it goes at your end. Yeah, bon appetit.